What if 2020 isn't the bad year but it's the start of a bad decade? Not much I can do except make the best decisions for me and keep chugging along. This is the most positive comment in this section I've seen this far. Thank you. I was ready to just lay down in bed and feel horribly empty and helpless until I read this. What he didn't mention was his chugging was with 101 vodka. Mad Max, here we come. Who killed the world? We did. Hold up. I thought we were not to blame? We're all to blame, just like the Sum 41 song. AskReddit, question 2029: How to weld chrome spikes and flamethrower onto Toyota Prius? Time to stock up on your leathers and feathers before prices go up. Assless chaps are the best clothing when you have to ride through wasteland. Who run Bartertown? Master Blaster runs Bartertown. Break a deal, face the wheel. Well, F. All of humanity summed up in one sentence basically. And the only reason we're all here, alive. This thread just got a whole lot deeper. Deeper, huh? What are you doing, step decade? You are the best step decade I could have ever asked for. F you, I love this, take my upvote and a blowjob. The last Reddit post will be a picture of a desolate planet with an endless F comment section. And thousands of wholesome rewards. Edit, like clockwork. Truly wholesome. I can totally see that happening. Seriously. Mankind, with Earth becoming increasingly volatile and unlivable, in a last-ditch effort at survival, spends decades working together cross-culturally as never before, building and launching exploratory crafts capable of reaching the closest of nearby star systems, as well as carrying a lifetime's worth of oxygen and rations for the ship's inhabitants. As Earth's population dwindles from famine and increasingly unlivable terrain, the world's political elite, along with their families and closest allies, board their evacuation shelters and head out to pre-programmed coordinates, prepared to live their lives in isolation while hoping desperately to discover an inhabitable system. In order to foster the growth of a potential new planet of humans, as well as for entertainment, the internet is indexed and stored in a usable version, accessible by the ship's inhabitants. Eons later, an alien race finds the remains of what looks to be some type of ancient spaceship nearly buried while scouting an uninhabitable solar system for resources. The atmospheric conditions of the planet have preserved the ship's technology well enough for the curious explorers to restore and examine. Eventually, they discover a rudimentary communication network intact. After deciphering and translating all the data, they categorize and sort it in many ways. One alien scientist sorts by age of the data. He notices that the network was once used by billions, but in the end, came down to just one user. The alien scientist reads what looks to be the final communication. It is a picture the user posted on a section of the communication network called Reddit. It is a picture of what looks to be the user and his familial unit on an unknown, but visibly flora-covered, inhabitable planet. The picture was taken on a clear night, and the many visible stars allow the scientist to scan the picture and see if his computer system can locate the source. It comes back after a brief search with one possible result. Cluster D254 Lco, Galaxy S39J, star 3,806,823,595,494, planet 3. Explored several thousand years ago, found to be formerly inhabited, but now completely uninhabitable and void of any valuable resources. Just as he begins to shuffle through the rest of the data, the scientist realizes there is a single character attached to the picture on the communication network. He cannot understand what the character means. It seems to be a single letter in a basic, phonetically influenced writing system. It couldn't mean anything on its own and must symbolize or represent something, but the scientist cannot fathom what. He stares at the single character, wondering what you were trying to say with your last message, strange creature. The letter blurs out of focus as he wonders, but it remains sharp in his mind. F. Edit, as your typical, middle-class American who usually doesn't have a platform, I'd like to use this popular comment to ask all of my fellow American citizens to please vote by Tuesday. If you do not feel safe voting en masse during the pandemic, It is not too late to find early voting opportunities. It is our best opportunity as citizens to create a future better than the one described above. Web link. This is a work of art. This belongs on our /writing prompts, Reddit link. IT belongs in a museum. So do you. Reminds me of a story by Clark History Lesson. And maybe the nice thread behind it. Edit, wow, didn't accept to get my first award for a comment like this. Thanks, stranger. Nice. 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 Then I picked the wrong decade to stop sniffing glue. Edit, holy cow, guys. This is a quote from the movie Airplane, but the sentiment is based in reality. I quit drinking 8 days ago. The past 2 days have been difficult, and all these positive vibes have helped a lot. Thanks. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. I just wanted to say good luck, and we're all counting on you. I just wanted to say good luck, and we're all counting on you. I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. Call a locksmith. Tight tights. I just wanted to say good luck, and we're all counting on you. Excuse me, miss? I speak chive. Cigarette? Yes, I know. But that's not important. You ever seen a grown man naked? Joey. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Do you like gladiator movies? God damn it, take my free award. Parent comment deserves an award for that slow pitch right across the plate. The guy basically finished the joke everyone already knew and got more awards. Makes sense. The straight man never gets as much credit as the guy who delivers the punchline. I get it. Either way, this year I've developed a bad drinking problem. I felt bad. The person below you is getting all the glory while you teed it up. Take the award. I picked the wrong decade to quit methamphetamines. Edit, just to clarify, both the glue sniffer and I are quoting a modified line from the movie Airplane. Everyone please take care and stay strong. YouTube link. I'll be going back to opiates, that's for sure. Hopefully not. Stay strong, bro, I believe in you. A hospital? What is it? It's a big building with doctors and patients, but that's not important right now. I'm not sure why, but that cracks me up every time. That's not important right now. I picked the wrong decade to quit smoking. As someone who quit in January, I feel this. Looks like I picked the wrong decade to quit amphetamines. Why do you say this? Climate change has entered the chat. The oceans are dying and then we will be effed. Wait, aren't we already effed? We're at about the precipice of if we do something right now maybe we'll be okay, but it doesn't seem like anything is going to happen, so we're most likely effed. The feeling I get is that was about 30 years ago. So yeah, probably effed. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, the second best time is now. Would be cool to not chop all the old trees down in the first place. What happens to the Amazon jungle gives me shivers, and that is only one place in the world where greedy people destroy nature for money. We will never get the diversity back. It's insane. David Attenborough's latest movie really shows the damage we've done and why. I highly recommend the movie. Edit, the title is David Attenborough, A Life on Our Planet. I, a 26 male, actually teared up multiple times when watching it the other night. David Attenborough is a gift to humanity. Yup, we're legitimately in crisis mitigation mode now. Nothing but dark timelines for the foreseeable future. Are you guys trying to make me drink and smoke tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to forget the state of the world. Slide upside. Pinky and the Brain are coming back in the new Animaniacs revival. Cheers. The problem is that the older generation is blaming us for what they did, and now we have to repair this damage. but we can't because the older generation is still in charge, so it's all a big loop that is going to kill all us. It's the if we are going to die, we will take you with us mentality. Just imagine setting your boat on fire while your whole family is in it and then just abandon ship. That's what they have done. This is not just stuff that just appeared out of nowhere. Back in the 80s they already warned of all of this. It's not just setting fire to the boat and abandoning ship, it's more like you're piloting a plane and discover you only have a few hours to live, old age, and instead of using your piloting skills, your wealth, to safely land your 747 filled with passengers, the world, you purposefully crash the plane because you're 90 years old and have lived a full life, so why care about anyone else? Especially if they don't have any kids. And if they do have kids, they're more than likely to continue the path of destruction their parents started because they have to money to ensure their life is totally comfortable, even if the world is literally falling apart around them. Oh, also, before you crashed, you went to every passenger and took all their money out of their wallets and paid a couple of people to be your bodyguards to make sure no one could break into the vagina pit and safely land. Politicians. I think the better analogy is that the older generation is flying us all to New York from California, and the plane definitively doesn't have enough fuel for the whole flight. Instead of trying to find a safe place to land, they continue to fly in the direction of New York stubbornly, believing that the lack of fuel is a lie, a miracle will save us, an engineer on the plane will find a way to make the plane more fuel efficient while we're still mid-flight, or that death will be fine because God will be nice to us in heaven. All while everyone else is screaming, trying to reroute the plane, and throwing small objects out of the plane to do our part to help it be lighter to have a 1% better chance of making it to New York. But the vagina pit is locked and the stewardesses are armed. And don't forget the few stewardesses that aren't armed, standing at the front of the plane, calmly talking into the mic. Even though they could totally do something to stop this, they explain, there are rules in place and they really shouldn't interfere with what's going on because it goes against the handbook, even though they admit that the other stewardesses and pilot have thrown their copy of the handbook to the wind and are basically just winging it to get their way. This rings so true it hurts. Not all us older generation is blaming the younger ones. I blame the government and businesses for doing this to us all. The rich only worry about their numbers, not the future. It is as if they don't have kids or something. That's what I never got. Like, don't you want your rich children to have a chance? Or their children? They think money alone will let their descendants survive whatever comes. Or are just sociopathic. The rich that are effing this planet, their children and grandchildren will be just fine. They will be first in line for water, safety and protection from everything that will kill the poor. I'm pretty sure the suicide rate would go up a lot. Edit, if you are thinking about doing it, please don't. I'm just saying that here so I don't have to keep typing it. Please don't do it. Seek help. Edit 2, Suicide Prevention Hotline is 800-273-8255. Edit 3, according to UserXGenMakers you can text home to 741,741 if you'd rather text than call, Reddit link. Can confirm laughing my butt off I'd probably be part of it. I really hope things get better after this year. Edit, this is genuinely the most likes and rewards I've ever gotten and I have a lot of people who messaged me. When I opened Reddit I was shocked and didn't know what was happening. I'm grateful for all the support and messages. I was actually planning to do something next week to be honest, but I probably won't. If you sent me a message I'll reply to you eventually. I'm just a bit overwhelmed. Thank you all and I hope things get better for y'all. You okay, bro? Not up, but I think I can answer for all of us when saying no. Sucks, doesn't it? Best wishes to anyone reading this and feeling utterly crap these days. We're all in this garbage boat together. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.